September 25, 2009, Monroe County at Metcalfe County.
Back there, John, so that's a good omen. Somebody said the weather forecast said that we were going to be able to get this in, but not a whole lot. It's been just a little slight mist, but the field is saturated. I think they had a pretty good little rain this afternoon, like fell in parts of Tompkinsville, and so they said they got it here. Of course, it's been just like everybody else all week long, so the field is wet. So as John said last night, and said several times, they've got to play on the same field that we do.
Yep, same thing. It doesn't look like it has a real big crown on it, but it is. There's water standing on the far side where Monroe County, the Monroe County sideline, or near their sidelines out on the field. But it is going to be a very wet field tonight. Falcons 5-0 on the season, playing the Hornets 2-3. First district game of the season. As both teams looking to go 1-0 in the district tonight. We'll go back to the station, take a 3-minute break, come back and hear from Bobby Dale and Corey Nixon. Yep, you're listening to Monroe County Falcon football. Metcalfe County High School. Actually, as we were pulling in, and of course it's out there on the sign. I believe this belongs to the city. I think it's like City Park, isn't it?
It's
and the schools have an agreement to rent it or something, I guess.
And they play their baseball up here, and they've got a softball field, but they've also got a nice softball field over behind the school. So we've always played over there, but they do have one up here. We have played up here, and when the tournament's in place. But this is just a nice, real nice tennis courts up here. So anybody be proud of this facility here that they've got.
It's needed to put in a few more bleachers. Our fans are over there on the track. What about 5 or 6 rows of bleachers, and they're going to be sitting behind their bench, so it's going to be a little difficult. And a lot of people have the lawn chairs out to the ends, toward the end zones to watch.
And they're throwing out the umbrellas, John. It must be drizzling out there.
Everybody has the ponchos already. As you said, Larry Harbison's the head coach of Metcalfe. Metcalfe 2-3. They opened the season with a 35-0 loss to Glasgow. Lost to Franklin Simpson 42-6. They beat Hart 28-6. Lost to Logan 26-6. And they beat Adair last week 18-6. Monroe is coached by John Pettit, assisted by Jordan Hale, Rusty Hawkins, Randy Murphy, Corey Nixon, Randy Knuckles, and David White. We're going to have the national anthem. While we do that, let's take a 2-minute break on Monroe County Falcon football. Captains at midfield, ready to go out for the coin toss. As they do that, Bobby Dale will run down the Monroe County starting offense right after he coughs.
I did turn it down.
Good thing for the cough button.
You want to get your hand on the way so I could get it off. Again, tonight at center will be Jordan Turner. He's a 6'1", 260-pound senior. In the left guard is Sawyer Veach, 5'10", 190-pound junior. Left tackle is Tyler Bartley, 6'3", 230-pound junior. And the wide out on the left is Neil Wilson, 6'2", 200-pound senior. The left guard is Ethan Brown, 5'10", 230-pound senior. Left tackle is Lane Driver, 5'11", 260-pound junior. Tight end is Chad Wilson, 6'1", 195-pound freshman. And the wide out is Trent Dooley, 6 foot, 165-pound junior. Jackson Arnett will be calling the signals again tonight. He's a 5'11", 185-pound junior. And his halfback is Tanner Kendall, 6'1", 155-pound junior. And Dylan Vickery will be the fullback, 5'10", 190-pound junior. Extra point kicker will be Scott Harrison, 6'2", 150-pound junior. The punting will be done by Tanner Kendall, and the kickoff will be by Kobe Hamilton, who's a 6', 220-pound senior. And John, you didn't hear it, but while I was missing those kickers, he really bragged on his kicking in practice all this week, and he mentioned all 3 of those that's doing kicking there, so look for that tonight.
Monroe County won the toss and will be receiving. They'll be going left to right as we look at the field. When we go on defense, Jake Proctor will be one of the ends, 5'9", 200, a senior. Trevor Whitty will be the other end, 5'11", 170, a senior. The tackles are Rashad Pipkin, 5'10", 260, a junior, and Troy Wyatt, 210, a senior. The linebackers, Tyler Wyatt, 5'9", 165, a senior. Colby Hamilton, 6 foot, 220, a senior. And Tyler McMillan, 5'10", 170, a senior. Tyler and Dusty Carver were the captains tonight, and the rain is starting to fall. The corners, J.W. Victory, 5'9", 145, a senior. Jacob London, 5'11", 150, a junior. And the safeties, Tanner Kendall, 6'1", 155, a junior. Neil Wilson, 6'2", 200, a senior. Bob, we were hoping there would be no rain. Of course, like we've already mentioned, the field was going to be saturated whether it rained or not. I guess this will just make matters a little bit worse, but
you
we'll see what we can do.
Have to keep somebody keeping that ball dry. That's
Timmy
the big
Gilliwater.
thing. Tim's got that job, so that's a big one. You got to make sure you get it good and dry, and you know, after a while, your towels get wet and you're drying with a wet towel. But that's a big thing for the quarterback. And
officials tonight: Billy Mills, Kirby Jernigan, Greg Hardcastle, Rick Cawthorn, and Tyler Pruden. Neil Wilson, Tanner Kendall deep there between the 15 and 20-yard line. Luke Saunders will be kicking for the Hornets. We have limited facilities as far as press, and Randy Murphy will be behind us, our coach in the booth. Yeah, and then our camera guys are in a little gazebo over here to our right. They don't have a very good angle to film the game.
Also got Sandy Taylor back there with us too. He slipped in.
Clock running down at 20 seconds. They'll reset it at 12, and we'll get this one underway. See, across our front line: Proctor, Tyler Wyatt, Brooks Comer, Troy Wyatt, Trevor Whitty. The second line is Trent Tooley. I think that's Dylan Vickery, Chad Wilson, and Lucas Short. The kickoff return team. There's the whistle to start play. Saunders' kick is low toward Trent Tooley. Tanner Kendall will go over. Well, they blew the whistle. Trent fell on it. It scooted away from him, but they blew the whistle.
That's the best kickoff anybody's had on us this year, John. He hit that perfect. When it hit the ground, it then skid towards the sideline because we got it on the 35. You just going to have to guess with me, John, and I'll just, whatever you say, I'll do.
Yeah, we don't have any yard markers. Ronnie Butler
19.
didn't come over to, 19, didn't come over to mark the field off. It's on the right hash. Dylan Vickery's in front of Tanner Kendall with receivers to either side. Neil Wilson, the receiver, to the left, the open side of the field. I believe it was the stop and go. Pass is a little bit short. They go up for it. It's incomplete. Double coverage deep.
And it was underthrown just a little too. Neil had the step on it, but man, he got out there a long ways. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Kyle Holly and Justin Bonema. Bonema is the quarterback for Metcalfe County. Bonema is how they pronounce his name. It'll be second down and 10. And we'll try to reconnect with you after this play. Randy, I think it'll be after 7. Same formation except Tooley is left and Neil Wilson is right. Tight end is on the left side. Tanner Kendall behind the left guard and tackle. Short gain. Gain is out to the 21-yard line. It's 2nd and 8 for Monroe County. Yep. Tooley is wide to the right. Jackson Arnett rolling that way. Looking across the middle and pass batted down as he threw it. Good rush by the Hornets. And Hornets force Monroe County to punt on their first possession. I think he was looking for Chad Wilson, the tight end, across the middle on that one. We're at 11:15 of the first quarter. Monroe, no success, only 2 yards on that second down play. 4th and 8. Tanner Kendall, the punter. One of those dangerous situations back at the 21-yard line, a wet ball. Jackson Arnett, the personal protector. Good snap. Punt not real high, received at the 50-yard line. Very good coverage. Trevor Whitty and Chad Wilson. The return man was 31. I'm not sure who that was. Was that 31 Jesse Jones? Okay. They've changed his number on the roster. Metcalfe takes over at midfield with 11:08 to play in the first quarter. Bonema is the quarterback. Kyle Holly, he's a big one. They don't have their size on the roster. He's the fullback. Give it the tailback. Troy White has him in the backfield for a loss. That's, well, yeah, it's just Jesse Jones. What kind of loss they give him? Move it back to the 47, between the 47 48 yard line. A light mist falling. Look up at the lights and see the rain. Got the umbrellas out. The ponchos on. The receiver left and right. Ball in the middle of the field. High backfield behind Bonema. And it's the tailback again. And gets across midfield. Tyler McMillan, Troy White again in on the tackle. The gain is to the Monroe County 49. Brings up 3rd and 9. Jones goes out.
Who's got a helmet off there?
And I was a little surprised we got up here, Bob. Freddie was at the gate. I think John said he's the AD now. Didn't know Freddie Harbison was not assisting this year. Bonaba back to throw. He's being pressured by Whitty. Flushed out of the pocket. Tyler White comes up. Oh! Wilson knocked it away. Looked like Tanner maybe had a shot at intercepting.
But you can't take that chance, so you have to knock her down.
Both safeties there at the reception point. Bonema is going to be the punter on 4th and 9. And Bob, when you look at the sidelines over here, what, 15 players, if that many, on the Metcalfe bench?
I think I've counted 28.
Not a large roster for the Hornets. Of course, had great teams 4 and 5 years ago, or 2 years ago, beat us 36-0 over here. Flag on the play. Of course, didn't mention tonight as we usually do. Coach Pettit is in his 6th season, 36-26. Monroe leads this series 7-1. Won the game last year 41-6. 2 years ago, Metcalfe won 36-0, and the teams hadn't played until then, back until 1990. So been with the district realignment. 5-yard penalty on Metcalfe moves it back to their 46-yard line. 9:40, no score in the first quarter. Snap a little high, Bonaba fields it. Nice punt, very deep. Neal goes over, fields it on the bounce at the 10-yard line and falls. That's the wet field. Well, we're going to be deep again in our territory. Bonaba, man, that was a good punt.
Let's see. Was he on the 50?
46.
46.
So he fielded it at the 10. It was on a bounce, so 44-yarder. And lost a yard back to the 9. Monroe takes over with 9:30 to play in the first with no score. Wilson goes wide to the left. Backs in the eye. The tight end is on the left side behind Tyler Bartley. Arnett up the middle to Kendall. Nothing doing behind the left guard. Got a yard to the 10, 2nd and 9. Big fire plug up front there, big 69. Don't have their sizes. David Beauchamp, he's a senior. Looks
he's pushing 3.
About, 5'9" or something. Not very big, not very tall, but he's got the size. Deep in the backfield is Kendall. Faked it to Vickery. Jackson kept it. He lost. Well, the Metcalfe defense dominating the front line the first 2 series of Monroe County. Jackson is, we'll say it's back to the about the 7, I guess. Between the 7 and 8, looking at the box, looks like we need close to 12 for a first down, 3rd down. Monroe comes out of the huddle. Jackson alone in the backfield. 2 go left and 3 go right. Jackson asks for it. He's looking. He's pressured. Gets away from that. He's going to fake and run. He will get close, but I don't know.
Believe he made it. No, I don't think he made it.
No.
At least that's giving a little fun room to punt.
Yeah.
He almost got, I think he was in the end zone, wasn't he?
Yes, they signaled first down.
Well,
He was very close to being tackled in the end zone, got away from that, and got a first down. Great run by Jackson. Oh, see, it's short of the 20, I believe, just barely. We'll call it the 20. One back in the backfield behind Arnott. He gave it to him, but didn't get very much. I believe that was Vickery. So we go under 7.5 to play in the quarter. No gain, 2nd and 10. Falcons trying to figure out this Hornet defense. They have 4 down linemen. The linebackers, see, I guess 3
like a 4-4.
Yeah, I guess that 80 finally moves over to linebacker. They wait till we come out to see where the tight end is lined up. Arnott rolling to his right, running for his life right now. Looked like just a naked bootleg, and he's got a good gain out past the 30, almost to the 35. He didn't have time to look to throw. I don't know if it was intended for him to or not. They drive the football and they'll spot it at the 34. 1st and 10, 6:51 in the first quarter. Ball on the right hash. Falcons moving to our right. And the line comes up to the ball. Trent Tooley to the right. Neil Wilson to the left. Chad is the tight end on the left side. Vickery up the middle. Big hole. 40, 45. Brought down at the 50.
Just a little off this direction there, off tackle, John. It was wide open. Nice blocking.
Running behind the left side of the Monroe County line. Another first down at the 50.
Oh, Tyler Bartley and Sawyer Beach over there, and those Turners in center.
Chad goes wide to the left. Tanner is inside him. Trent is wide to the right. Neal is inside Trent. Dylan Vickery's in the backfield. He goes in motion to the left side. Quarterback draw. And he's 5-yard gain. He ran to the right side of the Monroe County line. It's on the 45. 2nd and 5. Seeing what we can do to spread the Hornets out. Jordan Turner dries his hands on Jackson's towel before he goes over the ball. Put the backs back in the eye. 2 receivers to the left. Something's not right. Monroe calls timeout. No score. Win the first. 5:46 to play. Let's go back to the station here for one of our sponsors. Monroe faces 2nd and 5 from the Metcalfe 45-yard line. Neil Wilson not split very wide to the left. Trent Tooley is to the right. Kendall deep in the backfield. Fake it to Tanner. Going to screen it to Tanner on the left side. He barely gets away from 55, 45-40, 35-30. Makes a 360. He's still on his feet. Brought down inside the 10-yard line.
Tell you what, he earned every bit of that one, John. He had to, as you said, he almost was caught for a loss and then made a couple of spin moves down there to get the big gainer.
Shay McCoy, I'd say he's a linebacker. I thought he was going to catch him as he caught the ball, but he pulled away from him. That was over there at that wettest part of the field with water standing. The chains are up. We're just outside the 10-yard line. We'll have to call it the 11. 1st and 10 at the 11 of Metcalfe County. Backs in the eye. Give it to Tanner over the right side. Hole opens up the middle. He fumbled the ball. I believe we may have gotten on it.
Yep, they're still rolling the clock, so that means we got it.
Let's see. Don't know if that was 59 or not. It might have been Veach that recovered it. Gain is down to about the 7. Falcons 2nd. They need They can get a first, but they would be very close to the goal line if we do. No score, trying to get the first one of the night. Wilson and Tooley go to the right. That's Neal. And Chad and Kendall go to the left. Jackson's in the shotgun. Vickery stands beside him. Jackson keeps it after faking to Vickery. Goes right up the middle for the touchdown.
That's a good run.
6-0, 4:37 of the first. Monroe has taken the lead. Good sustained drive for the Falcons.
7, wasn't it, John?
Yes, yeah. Most of it on the run, but through the tailback screen over to the left-hand side for the biggest chunk of the yardage to Tanner Kendall. Scott Harrison out of the Trent Tooley hole. Kick is good. 7-0, Monroe County. Colby Hamilton kicking off. Jesse Jones, the Hornet deep in the middle. He's back at the 10-yard line. Colby has the whistle. Nice kick right down the middle. Fielded at the 8-yard line as he steps back. 20, 25. Dusty missed him there. Did some good blocking, but we gang him at the 30. Metcalfe will begin the drive with 4:28 to play in the first quarter. Monroe leading 7-0.
Yeah, that was a good drive, John.
Where did we start? The 9-yard line?
Yeah.
91-yard drive.
10 from the 9. And we just went to third down one time. It's 3rd and 11. That's when Jackson run the 12 yards. That was the big play in that series, and everything else was just 1 and 2 yards. I mean, 1 and 2 down, second down. Big hole.
Hands off over the right side. Close. I believe it's going to be a first down run for Metcalfe.
He started stumbling about the line of scrimmage, and he ran about 12 yards of stumbling.
Colton Satterley had checked in for Jones. Jones comes back in. It is a first at the just outside the 41 of Metcalfe. They send a receiver to either side. Tight end to the right. Backs in the eye. Long count. Jones trying the right side. Well, he's still on his feet. And brought down by, I guess that's Kendall. Yeah, Kendall to safety.
Another first down.
2 10-plus yard plays by the Hornets. Gets it into Monroe County territory at the 47. Monroe up 7-0 inside 4 minutes of the first quarter. Tyler Fever comes to the left, and they have a receiver to the right. Bonema. Give it to Satterley. He gains about 3 or 4. The Wyatts, Tyler and Troy, in on that tackle. Well, spotted at the 44 of Monroe County. Coach Larry Harbison always has these Hornets ready to play. They were tough defense, marched it down the field, but no big plays.
This quarter moving right along, too.
They're putting together some first down. That looked like some quick movement. They trap us, and Tanner tackles him, but it's after another first down.
Well, I told our first game, I think, when Tanner was making all the tackles, but they were for losses. Because he was going up. Now he's making them for about 10 and 12-yard gains.
Yep.
It ain't good when your safeties are making them. And that's 3 first downs in this drive.
That was Satterley. It's at the Monroe 36, 1st and 10. Lincoln Bell is the other wide receiver, along with Tyler Fever. Long count again. Falcons stay on side. This is Jones. Well, Neal missed him, but we're there to finish it off. London and Troy Wyatt. Very little gain. Give him 1 to the 35. So the tailbacks are bringing the plays in. Satterley and Jones. Thought we had a new linebacker in, but that's Tyler Wyatt. Ball on the right hash. Bonema looks to throw. Whoa, almost intercepted. He jumped that route. Neil Wilson batted it down. Trying to get it to Lefevre. That would have been a touchdown, Bob. No.
Yeah, when you're going at that speed, if you can catch it, of course the other team cannot react quick enough to even catch it.
Bonham threw a bullet. Neal the only one that got a hand on it. Clock stop with the incomplete pass at 2:22. Monroe County 7, Metcalfe 0. 3rd and 9 for the Hornets. Jones is the tailback on this play. Looks to throw to his left. It is caught by Lefevre. He's across the 30.
They'll go here.
They're going to mark it on the 29. They have to get inside or around the 25. Like about 4 for a first.
Yeah, you got to go here.
Hornet fans cheer. Bell goes to the wide side of the field, the right. Tight end and Lefevre on the left side. Falcons stay on. Fake the pitch. Throw to the tight end, incomplete. Through the hands of Matt Bly.
Neal was closing on him in victory, and I'm not sure if they make a good tackle, he's still not going to make it. But he was just a little high. But we held them, John. That's a good. I think they got 3 first downs out of that drive.
Monroe takes over at their own 29 with 1:36 to play in the first quarter, leading 7-0. Jordan Turner brings them up. Dylan Vickery and Tanner Kendall in the eye. Neal to the right, and Tooley to the left. Chad's lined up on the right side. Option it. Jackson still has it, and he's brought down for a loss. These big Hornet linemen, they're tough up front. We've mentioned Beecham. That's 66, Jeremy Buys, and 56, Dalton Morgan, and 2, Cam Jolly. Both receivers are to the right. Tooley is the inside man. They're 15 yards off of him, or 10. Jackson rolling to his right, throws back, and dropped it. Threw it low. Chad couldn't pick it up. He was going to have some room over there and had some blockers in front of him.
Just a bad pass, John. Jackson just, when he said and just throwed it too low, I mean, it was 2 blockers in front of him, and it was set up perfect.
Yeah, I think Veach and Bartley had both pulled out. We're going to be in front of Chad if he could have caught that. 49 seconds remaining in the first. Falcons facing 3rd and about 12. Let's see, we're back on the 30 or the 26-yard line. A receiver to either side. Vickery up the middle. Short gain. Don't believe he made the 30. Monroe will bring on the punt team. Jones back deep to receive the punt. Ball is on the 30. Tanner Kendall will be back inside his 20 to receive the snap. They have 3 guys back here. Two are about 7 yards in front of Jones. They're not setting up any kind of block. Tanner, not real high, end over end, hits at the 38, fielded at the 30, dropped it, ball still loose, and we have it.
He couldn't get to it.
Trevor Whitty.
And whoever was down the field there hit him, and that got him where he couldn't tackle him. That's Neal, wasn't it? I think Neal was one that hit the.
Was it 11?
That hit the guy that fumbled it, and the ball was just laying on the ground. That's something you very seldom see. And
Trevor Whitty got down there and recovered it at the end of the first quarter. That ends it with Monroe 7 and Metcalfe 0. We'll be back after this message on Monroe County Falcons.
We need to take advantage of it.
Low line drive punt. I think it hit him at about the 30-yard line. Bounced off. Trevor Whitty down to recover it at the 32 as we begin the second quarter. Got 2 receivers either side. Tanner and Neal are or I guess you call them the slots. They're close on either side. Send Tanner in motion and hand it to him, trying to get something over there on the right side. He cuts back. He'll have a gain of 2 or 3. Somewhere around the 30. See if he crossed it. I believe he's going to spot it on the 30. Second down. Falcons back at home next week. Franklin Simpson will be the opponent, and that will be Little League night. So come out to see the Little Leaguers introduced.
And Franklin Simpson's not been at the Monroe County in a long time, John.
Bring Neal in motion, handed off a little misdirection to Dylan Vickery. He bounces off 2 or 3 Hornets as well as one of our linemen, trying to get back to the 30. I believe that's where it will be. No gain, third down. May have gained a little bit, but very little. 10:50. We're in the second quarter. Monroe leads 7-0. Playing on a very wet field. Rain has stopped. Had a little rain at the beginning of the game, but the umbrellas are down. Neal and Trent to the right. That's the short side of the field. Chad's the tight end on the left side. Metcalfe jumped. That'll give Monroe 5 yards. Moves it down to the 25. Falcons need the, looks like about 2. So I guess we may have originally started on 33. Got no hash lines on Metcalfe County's field. See if we come out in that same formation. We do not. Wilson goes to the left. Trent Tooley to the right. Backs are in the eye. They're shading 2 defenders over here on Neal. Give it to Tanner. He has a first down. Running over the right tackle. And they stop the clock to look at it. And I said, but yeah, I was thinking we just had to barely get across the 25, but we had to get a couple of yards past that. We have a measurement on this one. Clock stopped at 9:54. Monroe up 7-0. It was a quick measurement. They only had to come to the near hash on the far side. It's first down. Monroe at the 23. Trent Tooley to the left, Neal to the right. Jackson hands off to Kendall right up the middle. Good gainer inside the 20. Like about the 17. Give him the 17-yard line. Jackson a short run to get the play from Coach Pettit. Same formation. Chad Wilson is the tight end on the right side. Jackson hands off to Tanner again, but they're in the backfield. Loss on that one. Back to the, we'll call it the 18. Third down. Falcons need 5. Got the ball in good field position on the 33 after the botched punt by Metcalfe. We picked up 1 first down.
Not many yards here, though, John.
No.
They're small, except for that 1 6-yarder. It's been little 2-yarders.
Fake to Tanner. He better get rid of it. He's sacked all over the whole block. 4 Metcalfe County Hornets all over Jackson Arnett. Cam Jolly, the first one back there. He came from Jackson's blind side, the first to hit him, but he was joined very soon by 3 other Hornets. Clock runs at 7:50 of the second quarter.
See on the 27, John?
Yeah, 27. 7-0 Monroe. Jackson brings his play into the huddle. Falcon fans spread all along the track on the far side. The bleachers are behind our bench, and they're not very high, so the best view is from the track, and there's a delay of game. We'll move back 5 more yards, try to throw it to the end zone. Split everyone wide on that one. We're back to the 32. 4th down. And we need to get to the 13.
We haven't got many of them this year, John. I think that's maybe the first that I remember on the delay.
Yeah. Jackson has Vickery to his left, send Tanner in motion to the right. He's throwing that screen. It's intercepted at the 37-yard line. A big lineman. They're in Metcalfe County territory, and Jackson brings him down. That's the play we ran. Might have been the Barron County game, where we fly Tanner out to the sideline, and then we hit Neal coming across the middle, but it either didn't develop or they saw that film and they were expecting it. Got a flag, probably going to be a...
It's that Monroe and Metcalfe was back there blocking each other, and I'm not sure who they're going to call it on.
Cody Harper, the man that intercepted it, a big lineman. He ran it back to the 33, and then a face mask. It's a 15-yard face mask. Gets it inside the Monroe County 20-yard line. So Metcalfe's in business at the Monroe 18 with 7:10 to play in the first half. Monroe leading 7-0.
Better knuckle down here, John.
Bonema, the quarterback, sends a receiver to either side. Jones is behind Holly in the I formation. They line up deep in the I. Jones slipped the tackle. He's inside the 10-yard line. Tyler White brings him down. I believe that was Neal in the backfield. Went for the feet, didn't bring him down. Jones made a good cutback for a 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. 7:04. The Hornets are in striking range. They have the tight end on the right side. Bonema hands to Satterley. He is close. He's in. 5-yard touchdown by Colton Satterley. That comes at 6:44 of the second quarter. Monroe 7 and Metcalfe 6.
How many yards was it, John?
5. Metcalfe will line up to go for 2. They're going to try to take the lead. Have an offset eye. The fullback's offset to the left. Going to throw out of it. Being chased by Troy White. He brings him down. Troy White sacks him. That's a big play. 7-6, Monroe County. 6:44 to play in the first half. Monroe not able to take advantage of their turnover after the botched punt. Metcalfe does take advantage of the interception. Ran it back to the 33, the 15-yard face mask penalty. And what did he run? Just 2 plays?
Yep.
They're in the end zone. Luke Saunders kicking off. Tanner Kendall, Neil Wilson stand at their 20-yard line. They squib it. Chad Wilson trying to cover it. He does inside the 40. Falcons going to have some better ball control. It's on the Monroe 39. 6:41 on the clock in the second quarter.
Well, think about that. Well, of course, most of Metcalfe's going both ways anyway, John. They didn't get a chance to the defense there to rest. That didn't take long for them.
Neil Wilson left, Trent Tooley right. Kendall behind Vickery. Option it to the right side. Vickery, a nice run across midfield. First down for Monroe County.
I thought Jackson still had it, John. I know he was going to be sacked if he did.
It's between the 47 and 48 of Metcalfe. We'll call it the 48. We'll start the clock. Start the clock again at 6:35. Wilson right and Tooley left. Arnott looking at the 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers. Option again, Vickery again. He'll get to about the 43. Tackle by Shea McCoy. That's called the 44. Falcons need 6 for a first to keep this from going. Had some rain early. Tanner Turner in replacing Neil Wilson. He's split wide to the right. Here's Kendall over the right side. First down run. Slides down around the, may have made the 36, we'll call it. First and 10. Arnett jogs back into the huddle with his play. Come out and join us for Little League Night next week. 7 o'clock kickoff against the Franklin Simpson Wildcats. Tooley right, Turner left, the short side of the field. I don't know what that was. That didn't look right. It didn't work. It looked like it might have been setting up as a draw, but they smothered Tanner Kendall in the backfield. Dillon looked like he went to the left. Tanner ran it to the right. Back to the 38. Clock will go under 5 minutes with Monroe leading 7-6. We're quickly approaching halftime. Not a lot of throwing. Here's a throw. If Jackson can get rid of it, it's low, intended for Dylan Vickery. Again, great pressure by the Metcalfe County line. Metcalfe always a strong team, and in the first half, they have controlled the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd and long for Monroe. Tooley goes right. He's not very wide. Turner is to the left. Arnett looks them over. Straight back to throw. Tries to throw the out pattern to Tooley. It's low and incomplete. Wasn't going to have very much because had to go down to catch it. 4th down. Punt team comes in. Ball's on the Metcalfe 38-yard line. 4 minutes, 46 seconds. We're in the second quarter. Monroe 7 and Metcalfe 6.
Now we sit the Tanner can hit this thing in the coffin corner down there.
They only have 1 receiver this time. They had 3 back there on an earlier punt. Good snap to Tanner. He will punt it toward the right. It is getting a good roll from Monroe County.
That's beautiful. You can't do no better than that.
We're down it inside the 10 on the far side. We'll have to wait, let him bring it out, see where it is. 4:37, second quarter. Monroe up by an extra point.
And we better knuckle down. You know, they 4:37 to go in the quarter is a whole lot of time.
I believe it's on the 6, just barely outside the 5-yard line. So very nice directional punt by Tanner. Don't see anyone new. Yeah, there's Colby Hamilton in, the linebacker. Placed Vickery, I believe. They run it over the right side. Tackle him in the backfield. Colby on the blitz.
That's got to get. That's getting down there close to the goal, John. 2.
It's inside the 5.
Yeah, about 3, I guess.
Wood goes out. He was in on that play. That may be back about the 2-yard line. Clock will go under 4, and Stephon Bell is on the defensive line. He's the right tackle. Backs in the eye. Bonema hands off to the fullback. We stack him up. Very short gain. Looking at the box, he did not get back to the chain. 3rd and 11. And here's where the Falcons need to get it right back.
Yeah, we can, you know, it's still going to be 3 minutes here when this play's run. And
Falcons scored very late in the first half last week. See if we can't pull that off again this week. Need to get some spark going. Leading 7-6. Fullback again up the middle. Stephon and Troy helped him out. Got a little bit. 4th and 9. It's on about the 7-yard line. Neil Wilson will be inside Metcalfe territory. He's backing up not quite to the 40. Bonema is the punter. He's in the end zone. Good snap. Off the side of his foot, it will go out of bounds. No, stayed in. There it goes out at the 36. Played directional punt also to try to keep it away from Neil Wilson. 2 minutes, 24 seconds until halftime. Monroe 7 and Metcalfe 6. They call a penalty, Bob. They're marking that just inside the 30. I thought it was out here.
Well, reckon it went out and then came back. We couldn't see it because the Metcalfe bench. That's the only thing it could have been.
Yeah. So it's at the 29. Arnott in the shotgun with Vickery standing to his right. Faked it to Vickery, runs it up the middle. That's the play was scored on. Short yardage. Give him 3. They're going to spot it on the 26.
Oh, what we start from? The
29.
Oh, okay. I had the 36 now.
Well, see, that's why I thought it went out of bounds.
Let's go, guys. We need to try to get something here.
Minute 50.
We've got 2 timeouts left.
Let's see, Tooley, then Chad, then Tanner. That's the right side. Neal's by himself over on the left. We throw backwards to Tanner. He had 2 guys right on him. He slipped through it. He fumbles. I think we had a lineman there. Either our lineman or Tanner got it back. Lane Driver is the lineman there. We gained 1 on that play. Brings up 3rd down. Monroe calls timeout with a minute 28 to play in the half. Leading 7-6. Let's take a break to hear from one of our sponsors. Falcons in the shotgun, handed off to Neal. He's going to throw to Tanner Kendall, incomplete. Good coverage down the field. Neal went in motion, took the handoff from Jackson Arnott. Tried to complete it, just a 7-yard gain it would have been if Tanner could have caught it. Would have been enough for a 1st down, and it was near the sideline. We would have gotten out of bounds, but it did not work. Minute 23. Monroe up by 1, needing this score to finish off the half. Tooley and Neal are right, and Chad and Tanner are to the left. Arnott. Well, I don't know where that snap went. It didn't make it back to Jackson.
4th down anyway, so it don't make no difference.
Did the snap just not get back there, Bob?
I didn't see it.
Dylan and Jackson both rushed up to cover it. Turn it over on downs to Metcalfe with a minute 19 at the 26-yard line. High backfield for Metcalfe. They have 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Bottom of the quarterback. Throwing short at the 25.
Well,
we had all kinds of guys up.
More people missed him.
Bell and Neil Wilson make the tackle.
But they look like they was speaking of creamy, Mo boy.
Tyler Lefevre. Yeah, 4 guys went by him inside the 25. It's out to the 29. 50 seconds, clock running. Proctor Bell, Tyler White, Whitty up front. Hamilton's in there at linebacker. Bonema gives it to the back. Bell, Tyler McMillan, Troy White. Satterley carried the ball. No gain. Metcalfe calls timeout with 30 seconds.
I'm surprised they just didn't let it run out, John.
I am too. Now they wind the clock.
Yeah, I can't see them doing nothing here. Too deep in their own territory.
They're going to have to run a play. The clock stopped with 30 seconds. They come out of their huddle with 15. Rolling to his left, being chased by Colby. He has him for the sack.
I'd call timeout now, make them punt.
Yeah.
Too late.
I think they were just trying to run out the clock.
Oh, it's his first down, though, wasn't it? My bad.
He just ran backwards to make sure the clock ran out. Lost back to about the 20-yard line. Monroe takes a 7-6 lead into the dressing room at halftime. You're listening to Monroe County Falcon football. Let's take this 3-minute break. We'll come back and look at the halftime stats. I'm at Metcalfe County High School. Monroe County 7 and Metcalfe 6. Not what people expected, but that's what you got. That's why, as they say, you've got to play them. And to this point, it's up front. Metcalfe has been controlling it. Been some turnovers both ways. Monroe didn't take advantage of the punt they fumble. Throw an interception. They run it back pretty deep. Get a face mask penalty. A couple of plays. They're in the end zone. Monroe did score first at 4:37 of the first quarter. Jackson Arnott a 7-yard run. Scott Harrison added the extra point. Right now, that's the difference in the ball game. Metcalfe scored at 6:44 of the second quarter. A 5-yard run by Colton Satterley. Troy Wyatt sacked Bonema on the extra point attempt to stop that one. It's 7-6. Bob Daly said a lot of plays, but I'm not sure we have a lot of yards.
No, Tanner had 10 rushes for 22 yards, but he caught 2 passes for 42 yards. Of course, one of them was the big 41-yard screen that really set up our score that we did score. Neil Wilson did not catch a pass. He did throw one, but it was incomplete. Arnott had 6 rushes for 16 yards, and he was 2 out of 7 for passing for 42 yards. Trent Tooley had a pass thrown to him, was incomplete. Vickery had 5 rushes for 34 yards. So we had 21 rushes for 72 yards, 2 out of 8 passing for 42 yards for 114 total yards. And that's by far the low for the year, for the season, John, in all categories. And let's see, we had John, had 3 fumbles, lost 1, had 1 interception, had 2 penalties for 20 yards, and had punts of 28, 37, and 32 yards. So pretty not bad on punting after we got bad that first. Of course, that last one was a coffin corner out there, but you had 2 big turnovers there, and one of them led to their touchdown. That interception.
It was on a play that we scored on. Can't remember if it's the Barron game. I think it was. Flaring Tanner out. Looked like we're going to throw a screen to him on one side, bringing Neal across, and they played it very well. Intercepted by Cody Harper, I believe it was. And he had a great return. Jackson brought him down.
He's one of them big linemen.
They've had a great rush on Jackson tonight on their passing. Falcons not able to get a lot going offensively. Little League night at Metcalfe County. I believe, do we not come up here and play some games against Metcalfe?
Yeah, they do. They sure do. They've been over here a couple of times. Our Little League keep them playing each other. We go to other places. I know they've been to Salina and been over here, and I'm not sure where else.
Haven't they played at Cumberland?
Yep, they did go to Cumberland. Like we said, Cumberland, that was last Saturday, wasn't it? And that's good. You get to play, keep them playing your own team, your friends, I guess. You get to go and visit other schools.
Next Friday night is Little League night at Monroe County. Franklin Simpson will be the opponent. It's 7 o'clock kickoff. Come on out and support the Falcons and see the Little Leaguers introduced. And you may have a player playing Little League. Come on out and join us for Little League night.
I'm sure there'll be some grandmas and grandpas that got them out there too. That's always a big time for the Little League get to walk out on the big field.
And is that chili night?
I think you're right.
I think
Lions Club is doing the chili night, and of course all the proceeds from that go to the cheerleaders and the football team. So don't have to worry about eating. And the band, okay. I remember reading that. I forgot. So don't have to worry about eating that night. Just come on over and eat your chili. And if you buy the tickets in advance, that's fine, but they'll have them there at the gate.
Yeah, I believe if you buy your ticket from a football player, the football team gets the money. If you buy your ticket from a band member, the band gets it. So that's how. And I believe they said if you buy it at the gate, they split it.
Okay.
So come on out and eat some chili with the Lions Club. Monroe up 7-6 at halftime. We'll go back to the station. Let's get ready to have the band performance. We'll take a 5-minute break, if you will, Randy, and maybe try to get some scores from other places. You're listening to Monroe County Falcon football. At halftime, the Falcons lead the Hornets 7-6. Monroe scored on a 5-yard run by Jackson, 7-yard run. Metcalfe scored on a 5-yard run by Colton Satterley. Troy White sacked the quarterback. Metcalfe was attempting to go for 2. We sacked Bonema to maintain the 7-6 lead. One of our cameramen, Mr. McMillan, came up to tell us that Green leads Glasgow 20-7. I believe he said at that time 32 seconds remaining in the first half. They're playing at Greene County.
I didn't give Jackson credit for that neither, John. So he had 21 yards there rushing. I messed that up. When you said that, I said I didn't write that down. Tanner had 22 and Vickery had 34. And that's pretty slim. I'm telling you.
What'd you say? 100, just a little over 100 yards of offense.
121.
See,
Well, we run 37 plays though.
On the junior varsity and freshman schedule, on the schedule, it says we come back up here Monday night to play Metcalfe.
Right. And,
that's the JV.
And I think the Baron is at home. The freshman is, like it says.
Yeah, because Coach Pettit and I were talking about that. We'll be doing the coaches show over at the field next Thursday night when Barron comes to visit to play the freshmen. I believe the game this week was canceled. I believe the Barron JV game was canceled earlier this week. Looking at the volleyball, I think the volleyball plays at home maybe Monday, the last regular season home game.
But they're playing in a tournament tomorrow in Bowling Green. I'm pretty sure it's at Warren Central. I mean, you can call on the volleyball parents if you want to go down there, and they'll play 5 or 6 games like they did in the state. They do the same thing when they go to these tournaments. And I think the soccer, I know the girls' soccer is going to LaRue County tomorrow. And the band's going somewhere, but I forgot where it is, John. I can't remember. They are going somewhere, so I know.
A lot of traveling going on. I think some of it listed some volleyball games going on tonight in that tournament. But of course, our girls saw several of them coming into the football game tonight. They're scheduled, I believe, to play tomorrow morning. It said 9 o'clock. Or team to be announced later when you looked at it on the website.
Now we received to start this game, didn't we? So we're going to kick off, start this second half. So I mean, Metcalfe's going to get the first go, and I don't. You know, it just right now, this Metcalfe's just outplaying us, especially on the line. And I even heard the radio people here saying, you know, they just dominated the line in the first half, and we've not been done that way this year. And
had a little rain early, right at the beginning of the game, but the field is very, very wet.
You see some big divots out there too, where people is, and it's, you know, it's cost us. Well, I say them men, but Neil even on the punt there, you remember, and he caught it. By the time he caught it, then he fell down, and so it is. But they had a guy had a big run. He got to stumbling, or so there, you know, it evens out. But you have to be thinking that slick field when you make your cuts, or you'll be hitting flat of your back.
Officials out walking the field right now at halftime. Both teams. Metcalfe is down to the end zone, outside the end zone to our left or our right. And Monroe probably went back up to the dressing room.
I believe we're over in yonder, John.
Are we over there?
There they come.
Yeah, there they are. We went out in. Well,
they went outside the fence.
That is as far away as the dressing room would have been.
Well, I don't
not
think
a lot of room in the dressing room.
You didn't. As hot as these kids are, and as hot as it is, you pile all them in that little room, it'd be like a sauna in there. So I think they just soon to go over there and stay out here in the cool.
And with our 70-some players, I think they had to dress in shifts anyway. Some of them, and I think some of the younger guys even dressed at home maybe and had their pants and jerseys on when we got here. Both teams now out taking their stretches and warming up. While they do that, we'll go back to the station. Let's take another 3-minute break, if you will, Randy. You're listening to Monroe County Football on WTKY, WKWY, and WVFB. Hornet faithful giving them a cheer as they come to their sideline. Metcalfe will be receiving the second half kickoff.
John, I tell you what, sports are played on momentum. And right now, Metcalfe they're up there. They are coming in here the half, and I don't know what the spread was, but you go by Leakenhouse, he puts them big points up there, but I'm sure we was a 2 or 3 touchdown favorite to win, and now you're down 1 point at halftime. And we've got to come out and just kind of take control of this game and slow them down. I'd like to wish I'd have got that the little kid's running there. He had some big runs there. So I'm saying he's up around 50 or 60 yards.
Colby and his kickoff team come out. Logan Kilman, Tyler McMillan, Trent Lyon, Josh Ford, Dusty Carver, Tanner Kendall, Jake Proctor, Dylan Vickery, Tanner Turner, and Jacob London. Colby teeing it in the middle of the field. Jesse Jones is deep. Here we go. Kicks to the right, fielded at the 15 by Luke Saunders. Brings it to the middle of the field. Trent Lyon, Kilman in on the tackle. Again, the first guys down there, we're not making that initial tackle.
I think they go down there with intent to hit him real hard, and you got to pull up and, just starts pumping them feet and let him commit, then you've got to hit him, because right now it's that you can't, it's the offense that got the advantage, I think, on a weak field, because the defense don't know where you're going.
So at the 26-yard line, that's where the Hornets take over. High backfield, 2 receivers to the left. Bonema throws short to Lefevre. Neal is there. He holds on to get help. Bring him down for a loss.
That had to be a lateral, didn't it, John? Or
he may have backed up. He may have backed up a little bit.
I mean, he lost about 6 on that, so he'd have to backed up pretty good.
Ball may just barely be outside the 20. Second and long for the Hornets, 15 or 16. Send a receiver wide to the right. That's the wide side of the field. J.W. Vickery picks him up. Back to throw. Now pressured. Troy's going to get him inside the 10-yard line.
That's 2, ain't it, John?
He's running down. Extra point.
Well, he had a sack earlier down here, too, and then you got the extra point.
He is the man on that defensive front line. And it's at the 10. Satterley brings the play to the huddle. Tyler Wyatt, Colby Hamilton, and Tyler McMillan are the linebackers.
Now's one. Pick one of these off, John. Be a good time right here.
Proctor, Bell, Wyatt, and I believe I don't know if that's Whitty on the other end or not. Throwing again. It is tipped, incomplete. The Metcalfe player got a hand on it. He was being hit by Neil Wilson. Trying to get it to block.
Come out a little more aggressive. Would have been. I want to ask one of the coaches, but should we have been in the huddle over there at halftime and heard this speech or not? He ain't going to comment.
Neil Wilson at his own 45.
They've come out playing a lot different.
Bonema is in the end zone to receive the snap. Long count. Snap is high. He has it down. A low punt. Neal fielding it at the 40. He'll have a short run back, maybe 5 yards. Monroe, great field position. See what we can do with 10:06 in the third quarter, leading 7-6. Ball will be on the 35-yard line.
Yeah, you can't ask for a better field position than this, John, and that was all made possible by the defense.
Pushing them back. Good coverage on the one pass they completed. A sack by Troy Wyatt. Neal and Trent and Tanner, they all go to the right. Chad is split wide to the left. Vickery stands to Arnett's right in the shotgun. Jackson asks for it, rolling to his right. Now he's stepping up. He's getting rid of it late to Tanner. He's got the sideline. They have the angle on him. They bring him down inside the 10.
Well, I tell you, Jackson earned that completion. It looked like he was sacked, and Tanner, I mean, when I guess the pursuit had come up, because Tanner's wide open.
Good movement in the pocket by Jackson to buy time. That is the 5, the 4-yard line. First and goal. Clock running at 9:45. 3 receivers to the right again. Neal, Trent, and Tanner. That's starting at the outside. Might run a pad. No, we run Vickery up the middle. He has a gain. See how close we are. 1-yard line. Very quick huddle. Jackson goes to the center. High backfield. Jackson runs the sneak. He is in. 9:05, third quarter, 13-6 on the 1-yard run by Jackson Arnett. Good scramble by Jackson to get out of the grasp of a couple of Metcalfe rushers. Tanner coming back to meet the pass. Whitty will snap it to Tooley. Scott Harrison will attempt the extra point. Good snap. Kick looks good, and it is. 14-6, Monroe County. Corey Shirley's in on the kickoff this time. Yeah, I believe he's taking the position that Tanner had the last time. Jackson Arnett was out there. J.W. Vickery goes out to take his place. Colby kicks it high, fielded at the 12 by Jones. Good run back up the middle. We slow him down, and Tanner Turner and Josh Ford take him down. I think J.W. is the first one to slow him down.
I'll be honest, John. I think if he keeps running straight up the field, he could be gone. Because I don't believe we had anybody out there could have caught him.
Tanner had gone off the field. It's on the 38. So good run back by Jones to put Metcalfe in good field position. 8:57, third quarter. Proctor, Bell, White, and Whitty up front. Dylan Vickery's back in at linebacker. 2 receivers right and 1 to the left. Bonema, good run over the right side. Bell catches him from behind, and Tanner Kendall. There's a late flag down in the Monroe County
Well, there's back there
backfield.
punching again. I don't know what to pushing around. Not punching is not the right word. And I don't know who was on.
Monroe County secondary, we'll say. Personal foul on Monroe. Well, that's not using your head.
It's after the play was done dead because it was way down past it.
The 15-yard penalty puts it at the 39-yard line.
See, the last touchdown they had the big return, then the penalty right on top of it. So another penalty on top of that good run.
The game was to the Metcalfe 46. They now have 1st and 10 on the Monroe 39. 8:35 clock running in the third. Monroe up by 8. Handed off to Satterley. Good defense on the Monroe County right side. Colby Hamilton is back in at linebacker. Gain 1, 2nd and 9. Satterley, he's gingerly.
Neal got a good lick on him there, John. He made him know he knew it when he got hit then.
Yeah, it looked like he's reaching down at his right thigh and knee. Metcalfe comes to the line. Bell splits wide to the left or right. Lefevre to the left. Bonema back to throw. Looks left. Now across the middle just a little bit high. London was stepped inside the receiver. Lefevre got his hands on it.
Yeah, he'd been gone too. If he gets that, he's behind him.
Yep, nobody back there.
This kid throws the ball hard.
He does.
That was rope.
Yeah. Now that one in the first half that Neal batted down. If it had been thrown a little softer, he probably intercepted it. He has an arm. 3rd and 9 at the Monroe County 38. They moved the ball back a little bit on that spot. They take a long count. Bonham back to throw again. Trying to get away from Troy White. Now he's scrambling. Troy catches him from behind along with that Bale. Short of the first. It's at the 33. They need 3 or a little more.
Yeah, I'm saying they're going, ain't they, John?
Bonham comes over near the sideline to get the play, and they send in a lineman, Jeremy Buys. He replaces the lineman. I thought maybe he's going to line up in the backfield as an extra blocker. He'd stay on side. Neal, he's at a linebacker. There's a delay penalty. That's going to hurt the Hornets. Bonham came over to the sideline. They spent a little too long deciding on the play. Backed them up 5 with 6:54 to play in the 3rd quarter. Monroe County 14, Metcalfe 6. And this looks like the punt team. The quarterback is the punter. So we don't need to send anybody deep. Neal will probably go back to the 10. It's on about the 30, 38, 37-yard line.
Yeah, the way he's been punting, too, you'd have to just over your head, let her go.
Bonham stands at their own 49, at Metcalfe's 49. Low snap, gets it away. It's very low. Neal fills it at the 12, and he's still spinning around. They've got a hold of him. He gets some yardage for us, and again keeps it from rolling inside the 10-yard line.
Yes, he does, John.
He's really going to roll.
He just keeps on doing it.
Sure-handed. Timeout. Official says my time. Is he calling a water timeout? I believe he is.
Well, it is muggy.
6:43 to play in the 3rd quarter. It will give us time also to go back to the station here for one of our sponsors with the.
We were just talking, John, that none of the coaches got to come out. It was, I thought most of the time they wouldn't even let them go over the sideline and talk. So it was.
Just the water. I believe this water guy is actually Joe Garrity over at Tompkinsville, an old T-ville grad. Used to be I don't know if he's still on the ambulance service or not. Falcons about the 21-yard line of Metcalfe. Handed off up the middle to Vickery. Not much there. Had the receivers all spread wide. Kendall was not in the backfield. Give him a yard. Looking at the box over there. Might have got a little over a yard.
What's it on, John? What do you got on that?
23. They change balls. Timmy Gillenwater, the ball drying man. And Monroe calls timeout. 6 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in the 3rd. Monroe 14, Metcalfe 6. That's Driver, Brown, Turner, Veach, and Bartley. The front line, Arnett has Vickery at his left hand. Kendall, Tooley, and Neal are to the left, and Chad is to the right. Arnett's going to run out of that shotgun. He's hit in the backfield. We didn't block that guy. Number 2, he's been back there a lot, Cam Jolly. That's back to the 20-yard line. 3rd down. Falcons need 11 or better. Big 69 comes out, replaced by Cody Harper. I believe it was Harper, 58. They got the interception for Metcalfe to set up their touchdown. Trips right this time, and Chad Wilson by himself on the left, guarded by Bonham. Jackson back to throw. He's looking deep to the right side. It's thrown short. Neal comes back for it. Knocked away.
Oh, I mean, Jackson he just can't get nothing on it.
No.
That ball was 5 or 6 yards underthrown.
Kyle Hawley broke it up. Neal did what he could to come back to try to catch it. 4th down. Tanner Kendall in the punt. Ball on the 20-yard line. Jones, the deep man for Metcalfe. Tanner standing at the 5, or about the 6. Good snap. Good high kick. Jones at his 48. He called fair catch. Didn't see the signal.
Yeah, he
no
threw his
run
hand
back.
up. That's a good punt.
30, about a 32-yarder.
And the good thing about it, no return.
Metcalfe's football, 5-10, third quarter. Monroe leading 14-6. Join us for Little League night. Next Friday night, Monroe County hosts Franklin Simpson. Step back outside the district. This first district game of the season. This is a very important football game. The score we got earlier, Green led Glasgow 20-7 prior to halftime. Bonema hands it off deep. Tackled in the backfield by Proctor, the defensive end with the tackle. Jones, the carrier. Spotted on the 46, second and 12. Defensive line, I agree, Bob, showing a little more aggressiveness and controlling a little bit better this half. Backers right up there, Kobe right between the two tackles. Going to hit him in the backfield again. This is Neil Wilson. Back to the 45. So we have them going in the right direction. Third down. They need 13, close to 14. Clock under 4 minutes to play in the third. The Fever comes to the right. And Bell goes to the left. Ball on the left hash. Single back. They have double tight ends. Bonema straight back to throw. Hits one of those tight ends, but he's taken down immediately by Kendall and J.W. Vickery. Holly with the reception.
That's good defense there. You just give him about 6 or 7 yards, you know, and had a long ways to go, and just make sure you don't get no more after he catches the ball.
Good, sure tackle by Kendall. Ball's on the Monroe County 49-yard line. 4th and 8. Bonema stands at his 35. Neil Wilson backs up to his 16 to receive the punt. Good snap. Took an extra step. Neil calls a fair catch at about the 21. We'll check the spot. 3 minutes, 1 second remaining in the third. Monroe leading 14-6. Scored on their first drive of the second half. Let's see what we do. Sneak it in.
Yeah.
1 yard run by Jackson Arnott. See if Falcons can take this one 79 yards.
Yeah, this third quarter is 3 minutes to go, John, and you know we're just up a 1 score. That's just a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Neal wide to the left. Tooley's inside him. High backfield. Arnott gave it to Vickery. He's got a first down at the 33-yard line. Sticks are being moved. We'll call it the 34. First down for Monroe County.
That's 13, John. That's one of our biggest runs of the night. Maybe the biggest one.
The two receivers go to the right.
No, Dillon had a 16 in the first half.
Tight end is on the left. Vickery and Kendall in the eye. Option it again. Vickery again. Broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Broke another one. Well, no, that guy held on. He looked like he's going to pull away from Bonema. But he gets it to the 40, or maybe a little better. Official puts his foot on the 40, drives the ball. Good hard running by Dylan Vickery. To the 40. 2nd and 4. Tooley inside, Neil Wilson on the right side. Arnott under the center. Kept this one. Now he pitches to Kendall. He was hitting the backfield, breaks some tackles. He's still running. He has a first down past the 50-yard line. My goodness. And that's Tyler Bartley that was pushing the pile with him. Great run by Tanner Kendall. He was hit a couple of times before he got to the line of scrimmage. It's at the Metcalfe 49. First down for Monroe County. Minute 35, clock running in the third. Monroe leads 14-6. Same formation with the ball on the right hash. Tanner very deep behind Vickery. Jackson still has it. He's going to get some yardage. 45, 40, 35, tripped up. He's at about the 33, 32-yard line. And that tackler is still down. The one that finally got Jackson down. That's Jones. That's one of their running backs. Ball's on the 33. Maybe inside the 33. Monroe's depth may come into play in this second half. We can take this one on in, get this lead up to 2 scores. We're inside Metcalfe's 35-yard line. This is Vickery up the middle. He steps outside, getting near a first down. He has a first down. He's inside the 10-yard line, pushed out of bounds.
Well, we're running hard right now, John. I'm telling you, that's 3 straight first down runs.
Clock stopped with the out of bounds, 47.9 seconds. About the 7-yard line. A little hard, we're not real high, a little hard to spot it when it gets down close and they don't have the hash marks.
Were we on the 49? What was we on, John? I missed us.
On that play?
Yeah.
No, Jackson ran it to about the 32, 33. Tanner Turner is inside Trent Tooley on the left. Arnett kept it after faking a Victory. He's spinning and in the end zone. Jackson Arnett from 7 yards out. 20-6 Falcons. 22.4 seconds to play in the third quarter. Scott Harrison brings the extra point team out on the field. So Jackson has all the touchdowns, doesn't he, Bob?
Yep. Yep. Sure does.
Harrison. Kick out of the Trent Tooley hole. Good snap.
Bad down the middle. That's perfect.
Scott put her through, and there's a late flag, probably after the point. He says dead ball, personal foul, Monroe.
Golly, that's 3.
Yeah, that's not good. I don't know what we're doing on those, but something's a little out of control. We'll get that fixed, I'm sure. That will be addressed. 21-6, 22.4 seconds to play in the third quarter.
That drive, John, here's the runs. 13, 6, 11, 16, 26, and 7. That's why it just went down the field.
So the Monroe County, both lines improving play. I don't know how many players they have going both ways on the lines, but Monroe starting to take some control a little bit in this second half. They fielded at the 23. This is Jones after the penalty. Have a flag at the Monroe 45. There's another flag. There's another one after the play. Brooks Murphy was in on that kickoff. Probably have some kind of blocking penalty on Metcalfe on the run back. Don't know about those after the play. Officials are taught. The flags are on the Metcalfe 45 and midfield. Metcalfe will have it with 14.8 seconds. It's an illegal block. And then a personal foul. That's also on Metcalfe.
25 yards.
So a 10-yarder takes it back to the 36. The 15-yarder will take it back to about the 21. That's where Metcalfe will begin the drive with 14.8 seconds playing the third quarter. Monroe up 21-6. So both teams with some personal foul problems.
That's 3 this quarter. 2 on Monroe and 1 on Metcalfe.
Hornets send a receiver to either side, a tight end on the right. 1 back behind Bonema. And I don't think that's Jones or right up the middle. It's 80. That's Holly. He's been the fullback. I don't think they had Satterley or Jones into the game on that one. That'll end the third quarter. Monroe County scores 14 in that one to lead 21-6. Hornets will have it second and about 7 when we come back for the fourth quarter. You're listening to Monroe County. Both the Metcalfe County running backs, Jones and Satterley on the sideline. Satterley was motioning someone. He took a hit on his right knee earlier. He's walking okay. Jones is also over here. So their only back is Kyle Holly. They have 2 tight ends and a receiver to either side. Tyler Johnson is in at one of those receivers. They run, Bonham kept it, 30, 35, 40. We've got a hold of him. J.W. Vickery, Bonham wants the face mask. That's got to be a personal foul. He gets right into the face of the referee, and the referee throws it. And Larry Harbison says, son, you got to control yourself. But the play sort of turned away from the official. Vickery's back was to him, and if he did, I guess he couldn't see it. But Bonham obviously thought there was a face mask. This would be a first down play, but okay, they're going to say first down and then mark off the 15-yard penalty against Metcalfe. They call it unsportsmanlike conduct. So, well,
I believe that's the closest I've ever seen anybody get to official in football.
Yeah.
I've seen it in basketball, but
I thought that would have been one of those situations where they spotted the chain and then moved the ball back, but they moved the ball back and then called it a first down. I don't know about that.
No, they've missed up. They've missed that.
I don't know about that.
They've missed that.
It's first and 10.
We didn't get the 15 yards they marked off.
It's first and 10 on about the 27 of Metcalfe. Holly would be carrying the ball. Proctor couldn't get him. Kendall, he carries Kendall for a few yards and gets outside the 35. Now, the way they spotted that, it should have been on that same series of downs. Shouldn't have called it first. That was, or they should have set the chains and then moved the ball back.
I think they're supposed to set the chains and move the ball back.
Should have been first and 25, I believe.
Yep.
It's on the 35, second down. They need about 2. Clock approaching 11 minutes playing the ball game, and they're up 21-6. Same one-back formation. Bonham under center. Long count. He runs the quarterback sneak, and he may have the first down. Invite you out next Friday night for a bowl of chili. Lions Club. The proceeds will go to the band, the cheerleaders, and the football team. Buy your ticket from one of those team members, and that's who gets the proceeds from your ticket. And then it's Little League night. Franklin Simpson will be the opponent.
And they're what, 3 or 4?
They're probably 4A. I don't know. Might have to look there in a minute.
They don't play in Russellville's district, do they?
No, don't. First down on the 38 for Metcalfe. Ball in the middle of the field with Bonham. Hand off to Holly. Up the middle, Troy White and everybody else gets in on it before it's over. Jarrett Wood in the game. Second and 10. And on our other schedule, JV comes to Metcalfe Monday night. And freshmen host Barron County next Thursday night. That's where we'll play the coaches show. They're in the district with Allen and Logan. Russell County and Warren East, 4A. Quarterback runs the bootleg. Nothing doing. Troy White has him, along with Tyler McMillan.
Flag come flying in, too. I don't know, that'd have to be holding, I'd say. What do you point?
Talking to Neal. It is on Metcalfe. Metcalfe's backing up.
It's 10, I'd take it.
It would either be, what, 3rd and 10 or 2nd and 20. We'll take it back to the 28-yard line. Second down. Hornets come out. 2 tight ends. Holly in the backfield. Two receivers, Lefevre and Johnson. He dropped the ball. We're diving. I believe Metcalfe has it. I believe Bonema got it.
And whether he ever got it to get it pulled, he must have got it pulled back in. Get it out there first.
I said Bonema, but I believe Saunders is in at quarterback now, number 6. Yeah, here's Bonema over on the sideline. So Jones and Satterley, their 2 running backs, they're out, along with their starting quarterback, Bonema. 8:55 remaining in the game. Monroe up 21-6.
4 outs, 4 outs.
2 receivers left and 2 right. Saunders, they send a man in motion to the right. He's bootlegging to the left, not really looking to throw. J.W. Vickery takes his legs out from under him. At the 32 or 33 and inbounds to keep the clock running.
After we piled that line, we had them blitzers up there, John. Them safeties are there, or linebackers. I don't know whether he just went out of his play, but it looked like he was wanting to pass, but I don't think he'd had an opportunity.
It's on the 32. Bonema into punt. Neil Wilson back at his 36. Good snap. Bonema, good kick. Neil calls fair catch. Backs up to the 35. 7 minutes, 57 seconds. Monroe leads 21-6. Trying to go 1-0 in the district. 6-0
Grind
in the
out
season.
another here now, John. That last one didn't even attempt to pass on it. We can grind out one here and
Ball's
take
on
some
the
time.
35. The line comes to the ball. It's still Driver, Brown, Turner, Veach, and Bartley. 2 receivers left and 2 right. Vickery behind Arnott. Run the left side. Arnott pulled it from Vickery, and he might have got a little bit. They're piled up out there on the 35. The box didn't move on the far side. Back of the ball still resting on the 35. Tanner Turner comes wide to the right. Vickery and Kendall in the eye. Chad Wilson's the tight end on the right side. Kendall over the left side. 45, 50. Just about the Metcalfe 48. First down for Monroe County. Clock will start when the chains are set. It will go under 7 minutes to play in the ball game. It's on the 49 of Metcalfe. Tooley and Chad Wilson come to the right. Turner and Kendall go left. Arnott looks at the Metcalfe defense. Well, they tackle Arnott right about the time he's handing it to Vickery. Now, Vickery scrambling for the ball as if he had fumbled it.
They're going to call it was down.
He got to the 45. 2nd and 6. Pettit wanting to run that clock out. 7-6 lead at halftime for Monroe County. Put up 2 scores in the 3rd quarter. Got the 4 outs again. Vickery set not very far behind Arnott. Metcalfe jumps off sides. Not enough for a first.
His hand was over, John. You could look right down it. I mean, part of the body is his hands. He stuck his hand out.
Moves it up to the 40. Falcons need 1, maybe a little longer than that. Clock running at 5:45. Falcons take their time at the line. Arnott looking over the defense. He will sneak and push for a first down. That will get Monroe a new set of downs at the 38 of Metcalfe. Wasn't a pretty first half. Give credit to Metcalfe. They were tough on both lines. Some turnovers. Just a 1-point game at halftime. Arnott hands to Vickery. Good run right up the middle. They're still getting good penetration. He's approaching the 30-yard line.
Approaching 100 too, John, I think. I counted up lately. What did he have in the first half? 34?
Trading balls. It's the 32. He's still the single back. Kendall and Turner are to the left. Chad and Trent are right. Well, Arnett, he still has it. He was being tackled as he was trying to hand it to Vickery.
Well, that's
Jackson
a
kept
good
it.
move, you know, Johnny. Keep from fumbling that thing there. Just hold on to it.
Going to go under 4 minutes. Push us back. It's going to be the 33, the official drying the ball. Yeah, we'll call it the 33. Driver replaced by Rashad Pipkin at right tackle. And Ben Carter's in at the left tackle. High backfield. Kendall behind the left guard and tackle. Got near the 30. It'll be 4th down. Call it the 30. Clock runs at 3:19. Arnett returns from the sideline to the huddle. Turner wide to the left. Chad Wilson's the tight end on that side. Tooley's the receiver on the right. Hand it off to Kendall. They were, again, all over Arnett as he's handing the ball.
They might have been getting too far in the backfield, John. Did he make it there? Boy, they're going to.
Very, very close. Probably might have to measure. Yep.
The way it looks over yonder and the way it looks here, the difference in it, he's not going to make it.
Yep. Don't know.
Maybe the lines are crooked.
Yep. It was Hart or Caverna one time. We went up there. It was like that. Lines were crooked. Just short on the first down. Give it over to Metcalfe at 2:50. Monroe leading 21-6. And thanks to Quick Shop. Do we have their number? 487-8192. Call them tonight. Come and get a pizza ready for you. And have a late night snack. Jones back in at the tailback. He's the lone tailback. Saunders back to throw. A little high, but caught.
Well, it went to the other one.
Yeah. Looked like it was intended for Bly, but it was over his head, and it was caught by
not sure it wasn't,
Tyler
no.
Lefevre.
Not sure it wasn't.
They get close to a first down at the 38. Clock running at 2:20. And Bonema is playing receiver. Saunders is the quarterback. Bonema split wide to the left. Saunders bobbled it a little bit. He's bootlegging to the right. Proctor and Kendall take him out of bounds on the far side in the Monroe County bench. It's a first down. At the 40, between the 42 and 43 yard line of Metcalfe. Saunders breaks the huddle. Monroe, they've moved 5 up on that line. Saunders looking to throw. Just a little bit behind Neal, or he would have had an interception.
Got a flag, throwed a mile. He throwed that from 20 yards.
Trying to get it to Kyle Holly.
Did we make contact with him?
Illegal receiver downfield.
Well, they called that last night in a college game. It was a big call, too. But he was down there, though. They showed him later, and he just dug off.
At the Ole Miss, South Carolina game?
Yep.
Well, they'll mark that off. Back to the 38. Looked like he may have moved it a little more, but minute 55. Hornets come to the line. Bonham again split wide to the right. Lefevre to the left. That's Satterley, the lone back. We've got all kinds of pressure. Throws. London breaks it up. They're going to call interference on London, so he got there a little too soon. Took him a while to get the flag out. It was intended for Bonham. This will be close to giving them a first down. Monroe leading 21-6.
I don't know what he's marking it for. That's from a line of scrimmage.
No, you can't mark from there. He's marking it from where the penalty took place. That's not right.
Oh, man, that's 2 they blow tonight.
Oh, me.
That's college.
Wait a minute.
That's college.
Oh, they blew that. They let him do it. I think our coach is maybe saying something about it, but that's horrible. That's horrible. First down on the Monroe County 48-yard line. Minute 49. Saunders straight back to throw. He has
it collapses.
too much pressure. Troy White, Jarrett Wood, Trevor Whitty. That's back inside the Metcalfe. Well, it's on the Metcalfe 45-yard line. Metcalfe calls timeout. Minute 35 to play in the game. Monroe leading 21-6. Metcalfe faces second down. They need about 17. Monroe trying to hold on to go to 1-0 in the district. Led it 7-6 at halftime. Lead 21-6. Saunders bootlegging to his left. Now sets up to throw. Incomplete. Intended for Lefevre. Tanner Kendall was the closest player to the ball. Stops the clock at a minute 28. Hornets face third. Stephon Bell replaces Wood on the line. Colby up on the line of scrimmage. Throw across the middle and dropped.
Can't run before you catch it.
Tanner Kendall had it at the Monroe 40-yard line.
He was done chugging them feet. He was ready to go.
Said, can I take it 60? Right into his hands. Minute 24. Fourth down and 17. Metcalfe changed quarterbacks, gone to the passing game. Saunders, quarterback. They send 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Let's hope we can pick one of these off, maybe run it back. Rolling to his right. Looking back into the middle. It's incomplete. Lefevre, the intended receiver. Monroe's ball with a minute 18 on the clock in the fourth quarter. Metcalfe looking for another interference call.
He touched him a little. He did.
That would have taken him down inside the 30, Bob.
Yep,
the
they
way they mark it off.
They spotted down way down there. They'd have been almost ready to score. I think they blew 2 calls tonight, John. One on the personal foul after the first down, and then that one there. And them's 2.
Yeah, the way they marked that one off, I've seen them do that a lot. You know, they set the chains and they mark the penalty. I know they missed the pass interference one. Jackson doesn't kneel down. Back to the 46. Little League night next week. Also Lions Club Chili night. Buy your ticket from a member of the band, the football team, or the cheerleaders. Come out and enjoy some chili. I think it is supposed to cool off a little bit, isn't it, Bob?
Yes. Later on the week, supposed to be on the low 40s.
And then see the Little League night and see a good football game against Franklin Simpson. They're a 4A school. Loss of a yard on the kneel down. Have to do it one more time. Clock's at 30 seconds. No, we won't. He starts the he starts the play clock at 23. He let it run 7 seconds. Appreciate that, Mr. Official. And the Falcons will win 21-6. Go to 6-0. More importantly, go to 1-0 in the district. And see maybe if we can get another report from Greene County. Greene led Glasgow 20-7, approaching halftime in that game. For the playoffs at the end of the season.
Big, and we had to get this one, John, too. I mean, I think if we don't get this one, we got a chance for first and second, even if because it comes down. But that's behind hindsight. We pulled them off, so that's great.
See what we can do with Franklin Simpson next week. Play them at home on Little League night. It's also Lions Club Chili night. Come out and join everybody for some chili. And then see a good football game against Franklin Simpson. They're a 4A school. They play in the district with Allen County, Logan County, Russell County, and Warren East.
Really got a weird stat sheet, John. I've just got 3 people that had stats on the running. Neal was shut out tonight in everything he did. Kendall had 15 rushes for 55 yards, but he caught 3 passes, and one of those was for 34, and one of them was for 41, and the other one was for 1. So, those 2 big ones actually set up 2 scores. Dylan Vickery was the big workhorse tonight on the ground. He had 13 rushes for 100 yards, and Jackson Arnett had 14 rushes for 35 yards and 3 TDs. Was talking about Jackson there. He got it down. I think his TDs was like 1, 5, and 7. So we said Dylan him and Tanner done the work, and Jackson finished her on up. So that was 42 rushes for 190 yards and 3 out of 9 passing for 76 yards and 1 interception. So we had total offense of 266 yards, which finally got up there, John, to be a pretty good output. I have had a whole lot worse with 266 yards total offense.
And 21-6 too. We can hand it over. We'll hand it over. That's all right. Our players of the game, Jake Proctor and Dylan Vickery, they come up the bleachers, but there's no access through the bleachers. They got steps behind, but we're close enough to hand it off. And we hand it off. I was talking to Mr. Wharf over here and didn't hear the final stats. Bob, we'll grab it. 13 carries, 100 yards for Dylan Vickery. We bring him up as our offensive player of the game, and on that second scoring drive of the second half, he had carries of 13, 6, 26, and 7 to get us down there, or 13, 6, 26 to get us down there close. And then Jackson punched it in for the score. Dylan, hard-fought game. Of course, Coach Harbison, he always has his guys prepared very well. And what made that first half so difficult for us on 7-6 at halftime?
Honestly, we came out and we didn't expect Metcalfe to be anything like they was. And it's their first district game home, and they was 2-0 at home. And when we came out, it was just a hard-fought game for the first quarter. And after halftime, we went down, and that's when we realized, we got to step up our stuff and realize that we got to do something to get our momentum going our way.
Of course, we score let's see, looking at his stats, we scored the first and second times we had the ball. We did have to punt there once, but anything different, anything changed in the second half to make the offense move a little bit better? It seemed like you were taking some of those handoffs on the option and up the middle, and the line starting to create some good holes, but anything changed or just better execution in the second half?
It was mainly better execution. Our line, the whole line, the second half did a great job, and I wouldn't have got any of these yards, if it wasn't for them.
But, of course, like I say, you always have to hand it to that the offensive line for the coverage. Of course, also you play defensively. Metcalfe, they score. We throw an interception, they take it in and score. But what were we doing to contain Metcalfe defensively? Right there at that linebacker spot.
The way we look at that is that play's over with. After that play, it's not coming back. We look forward and keep looking forward and keep moving.
Of course, and again, only giving up the 1 score. Pretty good. We didn't get any offensive stats for Metcalfe, but holding them to that 6 points, that speaks pretty well for the defense. Dylan, appreciate you coming up. Congratulations on another 100-yard night, and let's go get Franklin Simpson next week.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Dylan Vickery, our offensive player of the game. He hands it over now to Jake Proctor. Jake, one of our defensive ends on that front line that kept putting some pressure on the quarterback Bonema, and then, of course, they bring Saunders in late. Jake is 5'9", 200 pounds. Coming off that defensive end tonight, Jake, what were some of the keys in keeping that pressure on Bonema?
Well, we just pretty much, if they was running inside, we had to close the hole and keep them from running inside. And if they was going outside, we had to string it out and make them cut back inside to get less yards running into the other defensive players.
2 pretty good tailbacks back there, Jones and Satterley. Satterley took their score in, but we do hold them to the 6 points, and that's what it's all about is containing them defensively until the offense can get something going, isn't it?
Yeah, defense plays a big part in the game, and that's what we try to do before the game. I tell the quarterback, I'm like, you take care of us and we'll take care of you, and then that's what we've been doing.
Yeah. We go back home next week to play Franklin Simpson. I know we haven't thought about them. This was well. Let's stay on Metcalfe. Let's talk about winning this first district game. What does that mean? What does that set us up for as we go on through the season?
Well, it sets us up. It gets us in a good position of more home games, and that's more what we want. You know, got our crowd, and everything's more to our side.
We learned that last year, didn't we? We were playing all those home playoff games. How important it is to win these regular season games.
Yeah.
We'll wish you good luck going home next week to play Franklin Simpson, and let's keep defending that home field.
All right.
Thanks for coming up, Jake. Congratulations on the win over Metcalfe tonight. Final score 21-6. The Falcons beat the Hornets to go to 1-0 in the district, to get that district schedule started off right, and remain undefeated at 6-0. Anything else, Bob?
No, John, it's like you said, it's 1-0 in the district. That's all that counts. And I talked to some of the announcers up here and stuff, that Metcalfe played a super first half. I think the fatigue might have got to them, and of course it's just a hot old night and muggy, because they just didn't, maybe one first down the second half, and that was on that I think the pass that they called there, but they didn't get much into going the second half. But I don't know if they didn't outgain us in the first half on the ground.
Metcalfe continues their season next week at home against Todd Central. Then they play their other two district games. After an open week, they play Greene, Glasgow, and they close out the year with Caverna. Monroe comes home next week to play Franklin Simpson. Come on out, support the Falcons. It'll be a tough one. Franklin Simpson, traditionally a very good football team. They're a 4A school. And come on out and show your support for the Falcons, trying to put up win number 7 next week. JV plays at the field we're at tonight, Monday night. The freshmen play Barron at home Thursday night. That's where we'll do the coaches show. If that game is still played, that's against Barron County. And then we'll tee it up against Franklin next Friday night for another 7 o'clock kickoff. Until then, we'll tell you once again, the Falcons win this one 21-6. On behalf of our players of the game, Dylan Vickery, Jake Proctor, Bobby Dale Jurls, and Randy back at the station. This is John Osgathar. Good night, everybody.